Sir, the shade you have shared is incomplete.
What?
Uh,
What are you saying?
I'm saying that the question is Shekamko, the one for hedging.
Yeah.
Uh, the slide to where the hedging information is given.
Yes.
Uh, the screenshot is not complete. Last two lines are not visible.
This one?
Yeah, it can be assumed the settlement for the futures and option contract is the end
Oh,
of the
it's
month.
okay. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, now, guys, the first question for the hedging from your December pre-mock exam, many students were having an issue in it. It is now 1st December. So the dates are very important. S company is a large company. Large multinational cloth manufacturer specializing in women fashion, having recently signed a deal to provide garments to a well-known high street retailer. S is expecting to receive 35,000 on 1st March 2006, which will be invested until it is needed to purchase further materials on 1st September 2006. So guys, from this first paragraph, everyone, you people will tell me that this question which the examiner has asked, this question is for the borrower or for the lender? Tell me guys, type it please. The question is for the
Well said,
lender because he
lender.
have
Yeah.
to receive. And please everyone now keep muted. Whatever you have to say, just type it. Now, today is the 1st December 2006 and you people have to take the loan on 1st March. Oh, sorry, you have to receive this money on 1st March. And then examiner saying it will be invested until it is needed to purchase on 1st September 2006. So can you people tell me, as you have to receive money on 1st March and you will deposit it. So guys, which future we will select? What is the transaction date when we are going to invest the money on 1st March? So the criteria is we will select that futures which is immediately expiring. So as it is 1st March, so which future we will select guys? Can you people please tell me? We will select March future because the transaction date was 1st March. So immediately expiring will be the March future which will expire in 30th March. And in this question, what is the investment period? As you are going to have the investment on 1st March and you are going to invest until 1st September. So how many months? 6 months. Okay, well done. Reports in the media suggest that interest rates are likely to fluctuate significantly in the coming months. As a result, as Treasury team has advised management to consider hedging against adverse risk movements using either interest rate futures or options on interest rate futures. So in this paragraph, examiner has told you that the derivatives which you have to apply, that can be the futures or options on interest rate futures. Now, the central bank base rate is 3.5, as company can invest the funds at the relevant central bank rate less 30 basis points. Now remember, whenever you will solve a lender question, the basis will be less. Whenever you people will solve the borrower question, the basis will be added. And several media reports predict that rates could decrease by as much as 0.7 over the coming months. So as this is the investment question, so the concern is that the rate can decrease in the future. Based on advice from Treasury team, Shakam board are considering the following 3 risk management strategies. Do not hedge. Number 1, Shakam would not hedge the transaction and instead deposit funds at the spot rate on the date the money is received. So whatever the prevailing rate will be, once I will receive the money, I will use that rate. Okay. Now, number 2, interest rate futures. The following information and course provided from an appropriate exchange on dollar future margin requirements can be ignored. So examiner has given you the 3 months futures and their contract sizes has been given. December future price has been given 96.95. Then examiner has given you March futures and the June futures. So guys, which future we will select? As the transaction was on 1st March. So immediately expiring will be the March future. So we will select 96.80. Now, options on interest rate futures. The following information have been given. Examiner has given you people the call option data and the put option data. The 2 exercise prices have been given, so we will use the both of them. The premiums have been given. We will see. Now, one thing which you people have to understand. I will explain you people each thing in very detail. It can be assumed that the settlement for the future and option contracts is the end of the month and the basis diminished to 0 at a contract maturity at a constant rate based on monthly time intervals. Assume there is no basis risk. Okay. Examiner is asking based on hedging strategies as is considering recommend a hedging strategy for 35 million investment if the interest rates are expected to decrease by 0.7. I guarantee you people that if you people will follow my step-by-step approach, examiner will be giving you people the 14 marks. They were the quite easy marks. Now, the second criteria, critically evaluate the views of each of the 3 directors regarding Sheham risk management strategy. Professional marks will be awarded for the demonstration of skills in analysis and evaluation, skepticism, and commercial acumen in your answer. No problem. Now, guys, I am going to solve this question with you people, everyone, because I am giving you people the explanations. So, I need one person to perform the calculations, or everyone will be doing the calculations with me. I will be giving you people my step-by-step approach. Ready, guys? First of all, we are solving Shia Chem. How many hedging strategies are there in the question, guys? First, they said do nothing. Then what they said? They said apply futures, then options. Now, guys, first of all, decide the SECHM is a lender question or the borrower. So, what we had decided, the SECHM company is a lender or the borrower. The SECHM is the lender. Now, whenever you people are solving the lender question and interest rate, we are not talking about the currency. We are talking about interest rates. In the case of lender, the first step which you will write in your exam, everyone, I am saying, if you want to note down, you can note down this step-by-step approach. First, you will have the amount. Guys, how much you are going to invest? Can you people tell me? 35 million. Now, the second step is you have to see whether you will buy future or sell future. Now, in the case of interest rate, the criteria is very simple. If you are solving a lender question, it would be buy futures. And if you people had solving the borrower question, then it will be a sell future. Again and again, I am saying it is an interest rate question. In the case of currency, the scenario, the criterias are quite much different. So here we select buy future. But which future to buy? As examiner has given you December, March and June. So what was our transaction date? Because the rule is immediately expiring after transaction. So our transaction date mean once we are going to invest, that was 1st March. So after 1st March, definitely, which will be immediately expiring, we will select the March contract, because whatever the March, June, September or December you people select, we always assume the last day of that. So as we are doing the 1st March, so 30th March futures we will select. So we will say which futures? March futures. See in the question and tell me what was the March futures price that has been given. How much? What was the March future? 96.80. Now, guys, always solve the interest rate futures question in 100 minus language. Why I prefer this? Because this will make your decision making very easy. I will prove this. Like 100 and this was 96.80. So how much is the answer? How much? 3.2. Now, this price, whatever you select, that is known as your opening future price. Now, as futures we are solving, this futures we are solving. Futures are the binding contracts. If you have opened the future, you must have a closing future price. Because the next step is you have to calculate the gain or loss. But before that, there's another step, calculation of number of contracts. What is the formula? Amount divided by contract size. What was the contract size which was given in the question? 1 million. Multiply by investment period as 1st March up to 1st September. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. How many months? 6 months. Divided by 3, which is constant. So you get the number of contracts 70. The next step is the calculation of gain or loss. How you will compare? You will take the opening future price minus closing future price. Opening future price was given 3.2. This closing future price examiner will not give you. So this closing future price is having a formula. Closing future price is having a formula. Closing spot plus minus remaining basis. Closing spot is having a formula. You will take your opening spot plus minus increase or decrease part given in the question, and this remaining basis is having a formula opening spot minus opening future. And in the question, always mention the dates. In the question, always mention the dates. Now, guys, what was the date today? It was given by the start of the question. What was the date?
1st December 2025.
1st December. And the future, 30th March. So, what was the current spot which was given in the question, guys? Can you people tell me? The current spot was 3.5. And the future is 3.2. Take the difference. 3.5 minus 3.2. How much? 0.3. Divide by the total months. The total months starting from today to future date. Today to future date. So December, January, February, March. So divide by the total. Multiply by the remaining months. The remaining months are the transaction date to future date. This is your transaction date and this is the future date. How many months are remaining? 1. So how much your remaining basis comes? How much? Zero 0.075. Now check the trend. From 1st December to March, the trend was increasing or decreasing. From 3.5, it has been 3.2. So the trend was decreasing. So we will less this 0.075. And how you will find the closing spot? Opening spot was 3.5 and examiner said it will decrease by how much? It will decrease by how much? 70 basis points or 0.7. What was given? Please tell me. See in the question. 0.7?
0.7.
Okay. So please tell me what will be your closing future price coming? 3.5 minus 7 minus 0.075. 2.725. This is the price coming, guys. Now, opening price is 3.2, closing price is 2 point, how much? 725. Yes, Tisha, what are you asking? What was the 0.30? Where 0.3? This one? The difference between spot and future. Divide by total months, multiply by remaining months. Total month is the difference between your current date and the future date. And remaining months, transaction date and the future date. Now see guys, at this you have locked your position. You said you are going to receive how much? 3.2. But in the market, the interest has gone down. But you are receiving how much? 3.2. So this is a gain for you. How much is the gain, guys? How much? Take the difference. Take the difference, guys. 3.2 minus 2.725. 0.475 is the gain. Now, the next step is the last step, which is known as your actual outcome. Now, actual outcome, you people can solve. My paid students already know this on the total basis as well as just on the percentage basis. In the total basis, what will be your investment return? Here formula will be, you will take amount of investments that was 35 million multiply by closing spot. How much was the closing spot, guys? 3.5 minus 0.7. 3.5% minus 0.7%. And what was the spread? The spread only comes in the actual outcome. How much was the spread, guys? How much?
0.3.
0.3?
0.3.
0.3
Yes.
multiply by the investment period which was 6 over 12. So how much you people are getting? How much?
Sir, I didn't get why we have subtracted 30 basis.
Yes, who is asking?
Me, Karan.
Yes, what are you asking?
Why we have subtracted this 30 basis,
The
0.3%.
examiner said that whenever you are going to have an investment, so investment is providing you how much return? Check in the question.
Got it, sir.
The exam
Sorry, sir. Clear.
that this will be giving you how much? The central bank rate is 3.5 and it can invest fund at relevant central bank rate less 30 basis points. Okay.
Clear, sir. Thank you.
So how much this amount is coming, guys? 43750. Now, the other one was the gain. So many students were asking me, sir, what is the formula for the gain? So the gain formula which is applicable, I am telling you people, the gain formula. Gain in interest rates. Formula is you will take gain or loss in ticks into tick value into number of contracts. How you will convert the gain or loss in ticks? In the case of interest rate, whatever your gain is coming, that is coming how much? 0.475? 0.475 divided by 0.01. What is the formula for tick value? You will take your contract size which was 1 million into 0.01 divided by 100 multiply by 3 over 12 and the number of contracts we have computed 70. So can you people tell me what is your total gain coming? Hurry up. And these values are constant. The gain in ticks, whatever your gain or loss is coming, divided by 0.01, your gain will be converted into the ticks. Then tick value, whatever the contract size is given, take your contract size and multiply by 0.01 divided by 100 into 3 by 12. This will be constant. And the number of contracts we have already computed. So how much is your total gain coming? So 83125 is your total gain. And what is your total return? What is the total return, guys? What is the total return? 43750 and add this one. How much? One.
126,875.
But in the interest rate questions, the effective rate matters. So effective rate formula, you will take your net amount 126,875 divided by your investments amount, which was 35 million, multiply by 12 over 6 multiply by 100. So what is your effective rate coming, guys? Hurry up, tell me. What is your effective rate coming? What is your effective rate coming, guys? Please tell me. Multiply by 100 in the percentage. 126,875 divided by 35 million into 12 over 6 multiply by 100. How much? Can anyone respond?
0.725.
0.725 or 7.25? Somebody is saying this, somebody is saying that. I don't know. But 0.725? Okay. Now, if you people just do not want to go through this complex calculation, I always say to my students, just follow the percentage method, whatever these percentages. 3.5 minus 0.7 minus 0.3. What is the answer coming? 3.5 minus 0.7 minus 0.3. How much? 2.5. And what was your gain? 0.475. So what is your total return coming? How much? So guys, somebody is saying something, somebody is saying something. 2.975. So why? Okay, so why our answer is here different, guys? Please again calculate. Is these figures are correct? Hurry up. Again calculate the figures. Is this is coming as 43750?
Got 437,500.
500?
600.
See guys, what are you doing? Hurry up, again do the calculation. Now tell me, what is the total answer? 437,500 plus 83125. 520625. Okay, so it will be 520625. Now tell me, what is your effective return coming? The same is coming 2.975.
2.975.
So now it depends on you in your questions whether you people would like to apply this 2.975 with the total approach method or with the percentage method. Because I always request my students to go through the percentage method, because that is quite easy. Just take the percentages, not the entire formula. This is the, Tisha, this is the rule. For the effective rate, we reverse. It was 6 by 12, but in the effective rate, 12 by 6. Okay, guys? So if I revise, first step is amount, then buy or sell, which future, number of contracts, then gain or loss, opening future price will be given, closing we will compute with this formula. Then the last step you can compute with the total basis or the percentage basis. Now, what we are going to do, the options part. In the options part, amount we have already known. Now, which option we will select, guys? In the case of interest rate, and if the question is for the lender, we will select call option. And if the question is for the borrower, we will select put option. So this question is for the lender or borrower, guys? Lender. So which option we will select? We will say buy call options. Now, which one? Buy call options? March. Now, as this is an options, in the case of option, we pay premium in advance. So the next formula, premium cost. Number of contracts into contract size into premium in cents into 3/12. Now, guys, can you people tell me number of contracts will be same as futures? How much? 70. Contract size 1 million. Now, premium. See now, let us go towards the call options. Can you people see under the call options? This is the call option. What was the March premium, guys? What was the March premium? This is 0.56. We will solve on the both of them. We will solve on the both of them. 0.560. And here we can have exercise price as well. What was the exercise price? Yes, both we will solve. What was the first exercise price? Can you people please tell me? $96.4. So 100 minus 96.40. What is the answer? 3.6. So premium cost was given how much? What was the premium? 0 point? How much? C at 96.40. What was the premium? 0.560. As we have to take in cents, multiply by 3/12. So tell me guys, what is the premium cost coming? $98,000. Now, the next thing is what you people have to see. In the case of options, they are giving you people a choice, a flexibility. In the case of interest rate options, if the option will be favorable, then you will exercise, otherwise the option will lapse. So the only calculation which you will perform, that will be gain. No loss here. And how the gain will be computed? You will compare the exercise price with the closing future price. Exercise price is how much? 3.6. And the closing future price we have 2.725. So tell me guys, it will be a gain or loss? Hurry up. How much? Gain. Because we logged here. How much is the gain? 0.875. So now I am solving just on that percentage basis. What was our investment? Same, copy. How much was coming? 2.5. Investment return was coming how much? 2.5. Gain is how much? 0.875. And what was the premium cost? Only take this percentage. They both are being added. This will be less, 0.560. So what is your effective rate coming, guys? What is your effective rate? Please tell me. 2.5 plus 0.875 gain plus, negative premium cost. So how much is the balance coming? How much is effective rate? Please tell me, guys. Hello? Karan, what is the rate coming? 2.815. But again, I know many will say, sir, please solve in the total basis as well. So I am solving with the total basis as well. Your investment return, that will be same as previous. How much? 437,500. Now gain. Apply that same formula, guys. 0.875. So 0.875 divide by 0.01 multiply by 1 million was your contract size into 0.01 divided by 100 multiply by 3 over 12. 70 was the number of contracts. So how much was your total gain coming? 153,125, I think so. 153,125. So this you will take here gain 153,125. And what was the premium cost? We have already computed. How much? 98,000. So what is your final answer coming? What is the net return? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me plug in the charger. Just 1 second, please. Yes. Now tell me, guys. What is this total coming? 437,500 plus 153,125 and minus 98,000. How much? 492,625. And apply the effective rate formula. 492,625 divided by 35 million into 12 over 6 multiply by 100. So what is your final answer coming, guys? What is your effective rate? 2.815. So whatever you want to solve, you can. Okay, now some students are asking, sir, from where this 153,125 is coming? So guys, try to understand. I just told you people the formula. What was the formula? What was the formula, guys? Gain or loss and tax. over tick value multiplied by tick value into number of contracts. So the same, this was the gain. I divide with this, then I computed the tick value, then multiplied by the number of contracts. Now, Tisha, your query, sir, for the gain. Tisha, as this is the lender question, so you locked your position here. You said that you are going to receive 3.6. The market is paying you down, but you have already logged at 3.6. So this is a gain for you. But if this has been a question of the borrower, so then it will be a loss because you have booked 3.6 and in the market the interest rates are down. Guys, are you enjoying the session, everyone? Guys, are you enjoying the session?
Just curious, one number. The 2.5%.
Yes,
Kind of
Arthur,
lost
what are
that
you
one.
asking, brother?
The 2.5% I'm seeing up there.
Brother, this is this thing which I have taken from the previous, this one. The difference,
Yeah,
this,
but
because the actual interest does not change. Whatever the circumstances, actual mean the first investment, this is if I am not taking any hedging. So whatever the closing spot at that rate minus spread, that's it. Now, do you people want me to solve with the second exercise price as well? Or you people can do it by yourself, guys? Please tell me. Tell me, guys. Do you people want me to solve the other exercise price or you can solve? Hello? Okay, Ibrahim is saying, sir, we can solve. Okay, that's good. Manshi, are you there in the class? Oh, this is you, Manshi. Okay. Okay, now I am going to show you people the examiner answers. Do you people want to see them? So that it will be giving you people a know-how that Naz, my brother, how are you? So, brother, finally you are in the class. Okay, guys, can you see this solution? Tell me, what is this? If we do not hedge, what did we compute it? 4375. What is this? Investment return. Mean if you do not do anything, just investment return, you will get 473. And if we use futures, what is this 5 to 520.6? Have we calculated that 520? Yes, you can see. In the case of futures, What is this? 520.6. And in the case of options, 492625. So it's mean that now you have the three choices. One is giving you do nothing. One was the future. One was the options. Options giving you return 492625. I'm just assuming the one option, guys. The futures giving you 520,625. And if we do nothing, then it's mean that this only will be applicable 437500. So guys, out of these three hedging choices, whichever is giving you the most, because it is a lender, how much? The future option is the best, but just to say that it is not enough, because guys, futures are having, they are exchange traded derivatives. They are exchange traded derivative. On daily, we have to compute daily gain or loss. On future, in this question, we have said that ignore basis risk. The basis risk has been ignored. Then, in the case of futures, we are assuming that basis will diminish to zero. Basis will diminish to zero at a constant rate. So we will tell the examiner, actually the futures are giving us the best results, but in spite of that, we have used many assumptions in it. We have used that basis risk have been ignored. The basis will diminish to zero. What does it mean? Try to understand. Our remaining basis was coming as 0.075. Today, we are calculating that this is coming as 0.075. We say that until we reach to the futures expiry, this basis from 0.05, it will be going to zero. Otherwise, if it is not coming zero, guys, your actual results will be different. This may change. This may be changing. But we are solving a question on the basis of these assumptions. Now see what the examiner is saying. Examiner is telling you, this assume that the basis calculation is correct, which may not be as reasonable as basis does not reduce to zero at a constant rate in reality, which would cause the estimate future price on 31st March to be incorrect. So what I told you, actually the futures, they are giving you people the best outcome, but they have the embedded weaknesses. Then the options, using the 96.4 would interest of this one, which is more than the hedging, but not as much as the future. Mean the options are in between. The highest one was the future, then options, and then if we do not If we do not do anything, then 43.7. So the options are in between that. Assume that the Sheikham can afford to pay the premium, because options have a very huge disadvantage that whenever we people are going to avail the options, we have to pay the huge premium cost. And then conclusion. What conclusion we will pay, guys? Assuming interest rate do fall, futures provide the highest return and so should be chosen. However, if rates were to actually increase, not hedging or using options may provide high returns. Why? Very important point. In your calculations, you will always use may. This can happen. This could happen. You will not use the certainty element because you people are applying the skepticism skill. And the skepticism mean you are challenging the data given in the question. The future is uncertain, unpredictable. And whenever you people are discussing the question, so every time, like using future would return an estimate 520, and this you have, for example, this have been calculated in the appendix 1. Whenever you are calculating this appendix 1, examiner will be giving you people the marks for the skill of analysis. Whenever you people are applying the spreadsheet functions, like you people are following the NPV formula, you people are following the IRR formula, you people are following the MIRR formula, you people are following the proper report formatting, this is automatically giving you people the marks. And once you are recommending that what should be taken, like what you are saying, if interest rates will fall, future provide the best and so should be chosen. This is giving you the marks for the evaluation. So guys, this was a very good question for the whole practice of the interest rate hedging. So I will again say that I will upload this, share this video with you guys. And no, Heller, in the case of currency question, we have to calculate the gain or loss, like when the examiner is giving you the mark to market, like we did in the case of Boolean question. Okay, Karan, I will share, brother, no problem. Yes, guys, now I am stopping this video for a while.